Okay, we're gonna move on to our final Yo Paulie advice tonight. Yo Paulie, my wife and I got into a little bit of a lover's quarrel this week regarding, of all things, toilet paper. So here's the 411, Paulie. We have like 2.5 baths in our house, so my wife and I each have our own bathroom to get ready. Being nice, Paulie. I noticed the TP roll was sporting some cardboard, Paulie. So no good deed goes unpunished here, Paulie. So, I nicely changed the TP roll.
Is that a drunken Staten Island accent?
No, it's supposed to be my Andy Kaufman impression. In my wife's bathroom, I changed the TP roll. So she don't have to get caught with, like her pants down, so to speak. So about an hour later, my wife says, thanks, dear, for changing my bathroom tissue.
Damn, my ears are hurting.
Thank you for changing my bathroom tissue. But the end should hang to roll under, not over. And we started a debate about this, Paulie, back and forth. I think it should hang to roll over. She thinks it should roll under. Over, under. We went back and forth. What do I do? What's the answer, Paulie? Signed, Bob, the TP roll over challenge guy. Bob, is that your name or is that what you do?
Well, Bob,
Hey, Bob.
I just checked my betting app and it's over under 2 rolls.
It's over under 2 rolls.
But that doesn't mean anything.
What does that mean?
This is a very easy. This is easy.
I don't understand that.
Easy question to answer.
Do they actually have that out on like the betting sites?
They do.
Like how you should hang your toilet paper?
They do.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the odds-on favorite?
I don't know. I got to
You
look
don't
it up.
know. Okay.
So
What's
this
the
is
over-under you said?
2 rolls.
Oh, 2 rolls.
Two
Okay.
rolls.
Okay, got it.
So it's easy. It's over.
I agree. It's over.
With
And this segment's over.
Here's the thing. with over, so you got to think about this. Like, if you think some kinesiology, if you pull it from under versus over,
wow.
yeah, you've
pulling out those doctor terms.
you have more chance if it's under. You have more chance of developing carpal
tunnel. TP head.
You have more chance of developing carpal tunnel.
I
by
actually
pulling
know
under.
a good chiropractor in my BNI group they can go to though.
And also,
he probably cures TP head.
And also, taking the toilet paper from the over.
Yeah.
It's the time from taking the toilet paper over versus under. You're saving. Sorry. You're saving 0.3 seconds.
Oh, that's big.
So you're saving time for the origin to the destination. You know how important that can be.
That's really important.
Be a real crappy job, man.
That is such unbelievable advice, Paul. I can't believe that answer.
I can't believe I wrote that.
I can't believe I'm sitting here and I'm starting to cry. I'm laughing so hard.
Thank you.
So this is a repeat. We got a repeat client here. It's Bob. Bob's writing back to us.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
Bob's a toilet paper dude.
TP Bob. Yeah, he's writing back to us to thank us. So, and he has another quandary that he wants to run by you, Paulie. So he must really like you, that Bob. I know, Paulie. Thanks again for that clarification on the TP rollover dilemma. Very much appreciated. That saved me buying the large Tylenol jug over at the Walgreens. But now, Paulie...
My ears are just hurting again.
Just let Bob get through
Let's
this.
go to Staten Island.
Let's
go to Staten Island.
Let Bob get through this. Because Bob's not going to make it through
Okay,
this.
come on, Bob. Yeah, let's go. All right.
But now I find myself in another predicament with my wife. Here's the 411, Paulie. My wife, God bless her, says, oh, since you're a dentist and whatnot, I want to tell you this. She said, Paulie, that my breath smells like an ashtray that swallowed a gallon of coffee. She won't even come near me to kiss me or anything, Paulie.
You're doing this with a straight face. That's pretty impressive.
She's repelled by my locomotive breath, as she calls it. Can you believe that, Paulie's? Me, Mr. Locomotive Breath. So believe you me, Paulie. I'm trying to do everything on the cheap around here, Paulie. So my wife bought a bunch of Halloween candy to hand out to the neighborhood rugrats around here. So I took a bunch of those peppermint patties. You know, the ones with the mints in them you really like, Paulie?
Yes, I do.
And I tried cleaning my gullet out with some of them and, that candy corn.
Come on, you can do it.
Now she did. My breath smells like a porta-john at an asparagus festival. Since you're a dentist and all, and you're giving away cheap advice.
First of all, I give away valuable advice.
No, it's cheap advice.
It's cheap because you don't pay.
Yeah, because you get some of those quarters for the meter. Since you're giving away that cheap advice, what do you recommend I do, Paulie? Signed, Bob. The garbage spewing pie hole guy. Bob, is that your name or is that what you do? Bob. Thanks for breaking back in, Bob.
I gotta just digest that first.
There's a lot going on there.
There's
a
a
lot to dissect.
There is a lot to.
So first of all, Bob's got an issue that, he must obviously smoke a lot and he drinks a lot of coffee. So his wife is affectionately calling him locomotive breath.
I just question the dynamic of these two. I mean, seriously, they're arguing about which way to put the toilet paper up around or which way to pull it. And now she's saying he's got, this horrible, locomotive breath.
Well, beyond that,
what's his? Did they mention his wife's name?
This guy must be super cheap.
What's his wife's name? Did they say?
Bobbette.
Bobbette. Man, she's a prize.
Yeah, she is.
A prize on the Gong Show.
But think about what this guy's doing. He's doing it on the cheap, as he said.
Bob.
He's taking peppermint patties with candy corn, and he thinks that's going to make his breath smell better. That's got to be worse, because then you got cigarettes, and you got coffee, and you got that stuff going on. That's worse than locomotive.
Bob, I did a lot of research for you on this one, because I think you need it, besides trying to find another wife.
What kind of research did you do on this?
Here is what foods you eat, which gives you bad breath, and how to...
Yeah, but he's smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee, right?
Well, we've got... Well, first of all, the cigarettes, there's really anything you can do about that. You got to stop smoking.
Yeah, because otherwise you're smacking.
But a lot of bad breath. First of all, do you brush and floss? Do you take care of your teeth? How's your oral hygiene? I mean, seriously, do you go down to Virginia and you only go and buy a toothbrush because that's all you got? Tooth.
What does that mean?
Well, that's what they call a toothbrush in Virginia because they only have one tooth. Oh. Come on, man.
I wasn't sure what that meant.
Yeah, so here's, Bob, I had stuff here. Bob! That I took my time to write out for you, and this is how you're going to take care of that bad breath issue.
He's a dentist, so he knows all about halitosis.
Things that are called, we call it halitosis. Challah back.
Halitosis.
Do you like challah, by the way?
Huh?
Do you like challah?
Challah bread?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
Challah French toast is awesome.
Challah French toast?
Yeah, challah French toast is good.
Do you think Bob should eat some of that?
No. No, I do not. I do not recommend it.
Bob's got some wicked bread.
I think Bob needs a psychiatrist. Honestly.
He's got some TP problems. He has the locomotive breath going on.
And
he's doing everything on the cheap.
That's Bob. Here. Let me educate you here. Things that cause bad breath and how to rectify them.
Okay.
Would you believe that citrus fruits cause bad breath?
No.
Because the odor-causing bacteria love an acidic environment, and it causes the odor. The acidic environment causes the odor to stay around.
Oh wow!
And
I did not know that.
Yeah, and also
no oranges, Bob.
And
no,
also,
I guess no lemons.
Yeah, and be careful how you which acidic foods and how many acidic foods you eat, and also carry around like a sugar-free mint to freshen your breath.
That's a good idea.
That'll help balance it.
Do they still sell that Banaka stuff? Because he sounds like a Banaka kind of guy. Like,
I don't know.
Bob sounds like he still wears a leisure suit and would put the Banaka in the
Is it
pocket.
a lime green, like leisure suit Larry?
Yeah. He would definitely put the Banaka like up here in the lapel, the pocket there.
So, and here's another...
That seems like Bob. Bob sounds like he's still wearing,
Well, I don't know. I think we'll get another question from Bob in the coming weeks. I think we're going to really understand Bob.
I think it's going to be a reoccurring call.
Yeah. Bob's going to be like a
new character on the show.
Yeah.
He's going to be our whack.
So, now, here's an interesting one. Eating a lot of protein.
Really?
Because...
I eat a lot of protein.
Yeah, it leads to bad breath because... The body produces ammonia.
Oh wow!
While breaking down the protein.
Can you sell that ammonia?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
You cannot sell that. And the odor ends up as
Bob could bottle it. He sounds like he's kind of cheap.
I think Bob's got bigger issues than that. I think Bob's got to listen up.
Yeah. Do you think Bob's busy turning around his toilet paper rolls?
I think Bob should be listening right now. Because he doesn't listen. He doesn't get this free incredible advice.
Free, cheap advice.
So anyway, the body produces ammonia during the digestive process, and that odor ends up escaping through your mouth. Now, here's how you get rid of that in a high-protein diet.
How do you do that? Randummie's want to know.
You have to eat foods that contain zinc. Spinach, pumpkin seeds, chickpeas. That can help control the plaque and reduce the bad breath.
I'm learning something here.
Cheese.
I'm learning. You give long-winded answers.
Cheese. Oh, I'm a long-winded guy.
That's what I'm.
Well, I'm guessing that I can finish this longer. You do that.
This bit's going on.
I'm going to answer this quicker than you use that. Took you to use that fakakta accent to read the whole thing.
Bob. Time for the next Yo Paulie. Lily, I love Lily. So dear Yo Paulie, recently you have been engaging with my husband Bob with your cheap Paulie advice.
It's not cheap, it's free. There's a difference.
Okay. TP Bob, while I really appreciate you looking out for Bob's betterment, what he really needs is some breath mints. Look, please don't lull him into believing that he doesn't have locomotive breath, because he really smells like an ashtray that swallowed a ton of coffee. And those peppermint patty breath mints and candy corns didn't work at all. And now he's eating more citrus fruits than ever to spite me because of your cheap advice. And Jim or Elvis or whoever you are this week, for your knowledge, Bob does not wear leisure suits. He wears the Dennis Rodman collection, and I wear the Mrs. Roper collection line, sold exclusively by the Kmart rack over in the strip mall. Anywho, I digress. Bob's breath smells worse than ever because of your advice. It's like, how can I say it? It's like a cattle ranch crossed with a horse glue factory or something. It's just awful. There's some sort of weird fog coming out of his mouth. So much so I thought they elected a new pope. As a dentist, is there anything you could prescribe for his chronic halitosis? Also, thanks a lot for your backwards ruling on the TP roll. That rolled us back a few years. I still think it should roll under, like a typical bad jet score. Signed, Bobbette, Styling, and Mrs. Roperware. So what do you think about Bobbette's comments? There's a lot to dissect there. And I guess you obviously agree with her that he has locomotive breath. He's playing locomotive
That's
breath.
right.
In the shuffling madness.
You know why Ian
I'm
Anderson?
a locomotive breath.
Do you know why Ian Anderson sings that?
Why?
So you don't have to.
Does he sing it for Bob?
Hold on, wait, here we go.
Okay,
Here we go.
Here's the real thing. In that,
Not yet.
he kind of sings like her. Madness. Bob's a locomotive breath. Well, do you want to address some of this stuff here that
Yeah, well, I'm
Bobbette-
sorry. Bobette's her name?
Bobbette, yeah, Bob. Bob. That's
First
his
of
wife.
all,
That's Bob's wife.
yeah, I
Bobbette.
know. First of all, I never thought I could listen or read a letter from a more annoying person. And then she shows up.
Yeah.
Why don't you take a long walk off a short bridge
Wow, that's not really
or
nice.
a short
is it?
pier? No, I'm just kidding. You can make it as long as you want. No, I mean, Mrs. Bobbette, just stop whining. Stop. Would you like some cheese with that wine? I'll get you some cheese, but you're really annoying. This probably, as long as we've been doing this is the most annoying letter we've gotten so far. It really is.
It is. It's
it
annoying.
really is.
Yeah.
The whole genesis of her conversation with us was because they were arguing over which end of the toilet paper goes up and down. You know what? I don't give a flying fish. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Get out of the line.
Get it online.
Get out of the line. You know what, Bobbette? I'm sorry. I've already wasted like 30 seconds of my life I'll never get back. Please cease and desist from writing any letters to us.
Well, I think we might be hearing back from Bob later.
I may be hearing back from her lawyer.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it might.
Bobbette,
Can you help him with any of this halitosis stuff?
we did last time.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about all the foods you could
yeah,
and
but
couldn't
now
eat.
he's eating citrus fruits because he's spiting her.
Well, that's between the two of them. I'm not a marriage counselor. I give free advice, not matrimonial advice.
Do you
I think she's a moron, actually.
I'll make sure she finds out.
I really do.
Do you ever buy any of that Dennis Rodman collection over at the Kmart rack?
I've never seen the Dennis Rodman collection.
You
I didn't know it existed.
yeah. it's
And
good.
Dennis Rodman has a collection at Kmart.
Yeah, I made it up. Anyway.
Who's the next one from?
Oh boy, you're not going to want to know.
Oh, give me a guess.
Yeah,
Bob?
Yeah, it is. It's TP Bob. He had to
Oh, man.
respond. He doesn't.
Man.
He's not too happy about how you responded to his wife. So I'll give you the lowdown here.
Okay, give it to me.
Now, Paulie, what on God's green earth did you say? What did you say to my wife? She was furious the other day at your cheap advice response. In hindsight, 2020 kind. I guess I should have shelled out a few clams or some cabbage for some real advice. Instead, I went on the cheap, as always, and turned to you. And my wife Bobbette, is furious at me. And now all the TP rolls in my house are turned under, and she won't come within 10 feet of me because of my locomotive breath, as she calls it. And what was that? You plain Jethro Tull locomotive breath? Further egging her on. Just get the joke there, Paulie, with the egg. Wow, just wow. She threw all of my Dennis Rodman collection clothes out the front window onto the lawn. It looked like a circus had exploded on my trees, bushes, and lawn. The neighbors, Paulie, they were none so happy as you can imagine. And to add insult to injury, I got fined by my HOA, my homeowner association, for they deemed the violation inappropriate, offensive, flamboyant decorations on my foliage when she hurled the Dennis Rodman collection out the front window. How you gonna rectify this situation, Paulie? Signed, Bobbin in hot water.
Bob, I'm seriously getting tired of you and your wife blaming me for your issues. I gave you sound advice and gave your wife sound advice as well.
But he said it was cheap.
It was sound advice.
He said cheap.
It doesn't make a difference what he says.
Okay.
It's Yo Paulie talking.
Yo Paulie
I'm responding to his ignorance. May, you really need to do some deep soul searching for your issues. I gave you great information, yet obviously you did not heed my advice. If you addressed the issue, maybe I wouldn't have had to egg her on, which I did not do intentionally.
Egg her on.
Yeah, I know your words, not mine. As far as throwing your Dennis Rodman collection out on the lawn, consider that a friggin' blessing. That collection is more lame than a Pat's cheesesteak.
Wow.
I'm glad you got fined.
But they go over to the Kmart rack for their Dennis Rodman stuff.
Okay, I'm glad.
And they wear Mrs. Roper stuff, too.
I'm glad he was fined. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you're a friggin' idiot. I'm surprised your wife hasn't dropped you like a bad habit yet. Bob, get your shit together. I believe the only way you rectify this situation is through group counseling. I've tried to help, but you were too much of an idiot to heed my advice. Bye-bye, Bob.
Bye-bye, Bob and Bobbette. Well, so...
He's annoying.
But I know, and I'm.
He's annoying.
We asked this last week, but who's more annoying, Bobbette or Bob?
Oh no, it's just time.
Or Dennis Rodman.
It's time in my life I'll never get back now.
I think
man.
Dennis Rodman might be the more annoying with his Kmart rack collection.
Here's some alliteration: Bob banned bye-bye.
Bob's banned?
He's banned.
Oh wow! What about Bobbette?
I got to keep this PG.
You gotta keep it PG.
She's banned too.
Okay. Yes, you gotta keep it PG. What about Dennis Rodman and Mrs. Roper?
I mean, that's irrelevant. That's just their bad taste in clothing.
Did you go over to the Kmart rack and check out the Dennis Rodman collection?
I have never been in Kmart.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure you don't buy your stuff there?
No, I when I was a kid, we used to get a Kmart.
Kmart rack?
No, not Kmart rack. Can you get anything lower than Kmart? You do Kmart rack? That's like going sent down to Hades and you want to go a level down below. Kmart rack?
Well, it's Dennis Rodman. He's pretty well known, and he's got a whole collection.
The last rack I saw was. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I can't. It's PG. Well, Randummies, today I have a special guest. And did you like have breath mints? You have breath mints? Anyway, I have a special guest.
I did take breath mints.
Only here in written form.
I tried to do it with candy corn, like you told me.
You know what? I'm going to give an acronym to you.
Okay.
STFU.
What's that?
Anyway, I am here to welcome someone that has been a regular in sending us letters to Yo Paulie. I banned him from letters, but I felt that I wanted to give him his due.
Thank you.
And come on the show and spew his garbage live. or his opinions live. Now, I don't know what possessed me. It could have been the holiday season that why I did this, but I want you to give a very tepid welcome to T.P. Bob.
Thank you, Paulie.
Bob, how are you?
Paulie, I'm so happy to be with you here today. That Jim, he's on a dumb conference call. He thinks he's so important that he can't be here for TP Bob.
Yo, I really need the producer to put subtitles here.
Yeah,
I really do. I have no idea.
What's her name, Bridget? Hey, Bridget, can you put some subtitles up here already? All right, I'll get them up there. Thank you. So I wanted to show you, like, I really appreciated your TP advice, so I wore my TP necklace today in your honor, Paulie.
Well, I'm glad actually you wore clean toilet paper. I was worried.
Yes, it's very clean.
I was worried.
It doesn't even have any asparagus on it.
You know what's really good about that?
What?
Is if you have to take a dump, you're ready to go, man. You can go anywhere. You got the toilet paper right there.
I am TP Bob. I am ready to roll.
Yeah.
Get it?
I get it.
And I wanted to...
I can't wait to get this done so we can roll out of here.
You know, and my wife hasn't been none too happy with the advice you've given, and she's been rolling all the toilet paper the other way because of it.
Well,
and then she threw out my Dennis Rodman collection out the front window.
Yeah, you're being redundant here. You did tell us that before.
No, I know. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm reiterating.
What is your wife's name? I know it's
Bobbette.
T.P. Bobbette.
Bobbette. Yeah. So I want to. So you disparage Kmart Rack. I wanted to show you the nice clothes that I got over at Kmart Rack. Now I bought this the day after Thanksgiving on Black Friday, and I got a really good deal on it because it's got a turkey on it.
I had clothes like that before my mom had a job.
What does that mean?
I mean, that's not Kmart Rack. That's Kmart like Hades. You're really down below there, man.
Kmart
You're
Rack.
so far down. Kmart Rack.
Kmart Hades? Like hell?
Yeah, that's how far down you are.
HE double hockey sticks?
HE double hockey stick. So,
well, I'm really proud of my Dennis Rodman collection wear, and I think you should be sporting it too, Paulie. Look, come on, I'm a modern, man here with my hair coiffed and cool sunglasses and my mustache.
Did you get the sunglasses from Kmart Rack as well?
I did. Yeah, I got them on a rack.
Where'd you get the mustache from?
My face.
You can't tell me you grew that ugly thing.
I did. I grew it. People wonder people are asking me if I'm a Bears fan. Well, I am from the Midwest, so maybe.
How'd you end up in Philly?
How'd I wind up in Philly? I walked there.
I had,
No, we're not in Philly. We're in North Jersey.
Yeah, but you're from Philly, aren't you?
No, I'm from the Midwest. No.
You said you were from Philly. It's false advertising. You said you were...
I was just trying to butter you up a little to get back on your good side, Paulie. And now that I'm on,
you got to do a lot more to butter me up than that stuff. The attire. I'm kind of like I really kind of like you're wearing that toilet paper like Flava Flav wears his clock.
That's true. Yeah, that's a really good point. It's kind of like my Flava Flav symbol.
Now, do you rap?
Do I rap? I rap presents. I can't rap.
Do you know why Santa went to school to learn how to wrap presents?
Why did Santa go to school to learn how to wrap presents?
He wanted to develop his rapping skills.
He wanted to develop his rapping skills. Okay.